Hello guys, and we are the group 6 and we will talk about the employee retention and discipline. First is employee relation. Employee relation encompasses the broad field of HRM that concern with balancing employee satisfaction with employee productivity and efficiency and attainment of organization goals. Sinasabi lang dito, yes, ang employee relation daw is ito yung pinakamahalagang part ng isang HRM. Which is, kailangan mong balansihin yung kanilang employee satisfaction with their productivity and efficiency to achieve or ma-reach ang goal ng isang company. Now, let's talk about the backgrounds of thought in the understanding of relationship. The employee relation issues. The number one is mainstream economics. This school of thought emphasized the existence of the free market competition. Workers are free to resign if they do not like the working condition in the company they are working for. Generally, the employee protects herself from his/her current employer not by asking the help of government or a union, but by approaching and applying to other companies. There is a natural rise of job vacancies in companies that are flourishing, and thus they reduce unemployment. This is a free competition environment. The role of unions is to restrict the supply of labor and threatening to strike if companies do not raise employees' wages. A strike aims to slow down productivity and affect output level. Sa mainstream economics is ang mga employee daw is they have a freedom to resign to the company if they are feel not satisfied, which is sa pamamagitan ng hindi na nila kailangang humingi ng tulong sa gobyerno o union, kundi ito'y mag-apply na lang sa ibang company. Pero ang mga union is ito yung naglalayong protektahan ng mga manggagawa or employee sa pamamagitan ng threatening. Kung threatening, which is yung pagpapataas ng sahod. Number 2 is human resource management. HRM is formally referred to as personal management. In a previous discussion of HRM practices in 1990s, workers are considered commodities. Human resources were merely essential factors of production. The HRM schools of thought stresses the idea of better management of human resources. What is better management? It's the effective handling of employees through human resource practices such as fair and effective recruitment, selection, training, and performance management procedures. Programs on compensation are objective, just, and properly implemented. Experts say that companies get the unions the 2000 Kaufman. These have effective HRM programs. Works spill not seek the support of a union. If companies foster equality and respect coupled with transparency and high integrity among employees, they need to not worry because union will never be organized. However, if the company's employees' rights, however, if companies show the opposite, union will be formed to counter unjust practices and protect employees' rights. So, sa number 2 naman is, sinasabi lang dito na noon daw is yung HRM is parang yung tawag siyang personal management. Pero, ang dating tingin sa mga manggagawa ay parang commodities lang sila, mga produkto ng kumpanya. Pero ngayon, ang HRM ay nagbibigay ng halaga na papel sa mga tao sa company, which is ang better management ay tumutog sa epektibong pag-handle ng mga empleyado sa pamamagitan ng patas na epektibong recruitment and selections and training and performance management at iba pa. At sabi pa dito na if yung HRM daw is maganda ang pagmamanage is di na kailangan ng yun. And that's all. Number 3 is industrial relation. The great bargaining powers of employees in determining workers' wages and benefits always raises an issue. This school of thought asserts that this considerable power, which breeds inequality, is the primary cause of labor problems. Thus, in the industrial relation framework, employees can acquire equally great bargaining power mainly by forming independent labor unions and collective bargaining. So, sa industrial relationship daw is parang merong hindi patas na power or like karapatan sa pagtatakda ng mga sahod at benepisyo. Kaya ang mga employer ito yung may hawak na power or karapatan. Pero ang mga employees naman ay maaaring magpaglaban or parang labanan niya, kumbaga magreklamo sa pamamagitan ng pagbuo ng union or the collective bargaining. Number 4 is the Marxist-industrial relation, which is the Marxist point of view opposed to mainstream economics. Therefore, it advocates the struggles of workers against capitalism, which is the free market, and it perpetuates strong militant union to help workers obtain better working conditions, compensation, and benefits. There are differing views on collective bargaining and interpretations of Marxist view of industrial relations as seen in many unions around the world, according to Nest and Zeleny 2011. So, sinasabi lang dito sa Marxist industrial relation is ito ang view na contradict sa mainstream economics. Nababasa naman natin oppose mainstream economics. Kasi ang mga employee ay kailangan labanan daw nila yung capitalism or free markets. Saka yung Marxist is nag-advocate ng paglaban sa mga gagawa sa company or like pagbuo ng militant union para sa employee at sa pagkakaroon ng magandang kondisyon ng trabaho at higit sa lahat is yung pagtaas ng sahod at benefits. So, sa Marxist daw dito, may iba't ibang view according kay Ness and Zeleny 2011 is may iba't ibang views sa collective bargaining at mga interpretation sa Marxist view ng industrial relations. So, sa employee relations, meron dong 3P function. Number 1 is the policies. Number 2 is practices and prevention. So, the context of labor relation is tinatakal ito sa policies. Kung about naman sa labor unions together with collective bargaining agreements is nadidiscuss ito sa practices, under the practices. The last P is prevention, which is explain employees violation and corresponding disciplinary actions. So now let's talk about the first P, which is the policies. Policies denote certain rules, rights, and procedures that both management and employees have followed to maintain harmony within organizations. So, una daw is ito yung patakaran, karapatan, proseso, at saka sumunod ng management. So, yeah. So, there's a 4 important points in the policies. Number 1 is the drive for commitment, which is when the company fosters good relation between management and employees, the latter become loyal and committed to the organization. It's very important to always win them over and gain their loyalty. So, sinasabi lang dyan sa una is the pag may magandang relations is magkakaroon ng loyal at magiging committed yung ating mga empleyado. Number 2 is harmonization of terms and conditions of employment. When the employees believe that the terms and conditions stated in their employment contract are adhered to, the company can be assured that the employees are satisfied. Effort of companies and conditions of employment are united and harmonized. So, ang sinasabi lang dyan daw is dapat daw ay maging fair, magkaroon ng fairness sa loob ng company at magkaroon ng satisfaction ang isang employees. Now the number 3 is emphasize and mutuality. The sabi dyan is through teamwork, employees feel that management is also part of the group. Okay, rather. So, ang points lang, ang pinupunto lang dyan sa emphasis on mutuality is like magkakaroon ng teamwork. Diba nga sabi nga nila, teamwork makes the dream works. Number 3 is the policies and practices for communications. The concept of labor relation is the maintenance of harmonious relationship between employees and the management. It shows the ideal relationship between the two parties which centers on communications. Another word is pag mayroong magandang communication mga isang employees at management is magkaroon ng harmony, like magandang relation, pagkakaintindihan. Yun ang pinapoint dyan. And that's all for my part. Thank you for listening.